This is Sid and Friends in the Morning.
77 WABC.
Sunday nights on the Bravo channel, The Real Housewives of New Jersey. You guys know, of course, I have a long-standing relationship with that show, with some of the stars on that show. It was Frank's ex-wife, Dolores, when I became friendly with just about the whole cast. And I love a lot of you guys, and I hate a lot of you guys, to be honest, but Frank is my guy, and so is Joe Benigno. I've never met John before, but it's a pleasure to meet you. So it's a huge hit on Sunday nights, but that's not what this is about. So it turns out the husbands on this show, it's the only show of all these housewife shows where the husbands are more talented than the wives. I'm saying it tough, okay?
Better you than us.
Oh God, they're boring already. Same fight over and over again. But the husbands are cool. They're cool. So they take their show on the road. And Joe Gorgo, who's married to Melissa, he's become a comedian. He's done stuff at Caroline's and all these clubs. So now coming up tomorrow night in Harrah's in Atlantic City is another one of these shows. Real Husbands of New Jersey, comedy show. Gorga does comedy. Frank Catania does comedy. Do you do comedy, Joe?
I am a comedy.
Yeah. But you don't go up on stage and tell jokes, do you?
No.
Okay, what about you, John Fuda?
I don't. I winded up on a flyer, and now I'm here, so I'm just going to wing it when I'm there.
Okay, cool. So really it's still just Frank, you and Joe who do that, right?
I just come out. I host the show.
Okay.
And I come out, and I have to throw some digs at the rest of the cast.
Of course.
Which I will do.
Mike Martucci offered me the job of hosting the show.
You said he took it.
But he couldn't pay me enough, so.
No, exactly.
I'm very, very expensive, Frank.
Wait, you get paid?
Oh, you don't get paid either?
we're still waiting to see.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah. So, but you guys, Frank, when you go to these different venues, you get a huge audience, huge.
It is humbling. I got to be honest with you. It's awesome to see our fans come and see us. It's awesome to be in an atmosphere like this, which is fun. It's not like the show where everyone's arguing and yelling with one another. Yeah. This is all about fun and laughs. Sure. And I got to be honest with you. We attack one another. We attack one another back and forth, but it's all fun.
It's fun.
Amongst this group of guys, everything's fun.
Well, because when you do it, it's fun. When the girls do it, it's real life.
Yes.
So if you folks are wondering if it continues when they're off the air, the answer is yes.
Yes.
That's
yes,
not just
does.
made for TV, right?
No.
I mean, I'm sure Rachel, as we speak, is fighting with somebody, right, John?
She might be. Yeah, she might be this morning.
How is it? This is your first year?
This is my second year.
How's it gone for you so far? What do you think?
I mean, look, it's definitely life-changing, right? You get on, you got a lot more drama in your life. There's a lot more going on. But the best part is hanging out with these guys, having fun.
Yeah.
And like with this comedy show coming up, that's when you get to really have fun.
And then, if I'm correct, your wife, Rachel, and Frank's soon-to-be wife, Brittany, they worked out together and all that. That's how you guys met?
Yes. So
okay.
Brittany and Rachel have a long past, and they've been friends for a while.
Okay, so now you went from a guy in Jersey. Now you walk into, I don't know, River Palm and Edgewater. You're like a big deal, right? People go like, oh, my God, you're John Fuda, right?
That's
it.
Nuts, right? I get reservations on the Snap. That's the best part about the whole thing.
Right. No, so you get a lot of fringe benefits. But the guy that cares the least about all of that, I think, besides Evan Goldschneider, is Joe Benigno. I don't think you like any of that stuff. That's why I like it.
I enjoy watching it, and I don't like to get that involved in it. I'd rather sit back, watch the nonsense happen around me. I don't appreciate it when it comes into my house where, like, the girls fight in my house.
In the house?
Oh, sure.
Off camera?
On and off camera.
And they're fighting in the house. And you're like, I just want to hang out.
Well, what I do is, honestly, my house is full of women. Marge has a lot of girls at the house all the time. When I come home from work, I open a door about 2 inches and I listen. And if the cackle is really loud, I close the door and I go back out.
It's like Kamala Harris. She has a big cackle. Just so you know, Benigno, my friend Joe Benigno here, and he is the cousin of my other friend Benigno, who's on the show all the time from WFAN. So, and I'm going to say this at the risk of getting him fired by Andy Cohen. He's a Republican like me. He likes Trump. I'm not going to hide this nonsense. But his wife and his mother-in-law are the to the left of the Tim Walz. How do you live like that? How do you live like that?
You just don't talk a lot.
Yeah.
We don't have politics in our house.
You're not allowed to say it at all, right?
No, I could say it, but it's not worth it. So.
Right. It's not worth it. Right.
No.
Right.
He wouldn't be allowed to stay there if he did.
Well, but if you guys ever came on this show, let's say this conversation today was not about Harrods tomorrow night or the Housewives or your dispensaries. And this conversation was Benigno, Fuda, Catania, and Rosenberg talking about how all four of us love Trump, which we do, all four of us.
Nope.
How much trouble would you get in with Andy Cohen? How quickly would you be off the air? I'm being honest.
That's a new one to me. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if he found out, he'd be pissed, right?
If you notice the moment of silence there, everybody's afraid to answer.
I know. No, I know. It's a horrible thing. I know. But you have to do it that way. Right? You got to play by the rules if you want to continue to be on the show.
I got to be honest with you. Said no one has ever forced me to either be quiet or say something in a
who
certain
would do
way.
that? Look at the size of you.
No, but really, there's no pressure either way.
There is none.
Not
there's
from
pressure.
the network. No,
We don't get
But you
pressure.
really haven't tested it yet.
Well,
So
there's
if I
nothing
send
to
this
test.
tape right now to Andy, where you guys all profess your love for Trump, like what you're going to do in the next 5 minutes, then how do you think he may react differently? I don't know.
He's probably listening now.
He probably is.
believe me, I'd have to send a care package from the dispensary over to Andy to make up for it.
We'll get to your dispensary in just a moment. So you guys are not involved, but you and Joe are. So Joe tells the jokes. You introduce him. Martucci does the Frank Sinatra stuff.
Correct.
You get a huge crowd. Now, I remember when you first started these things, the girls would ruin it because you guys have this great momentum, and then they come walking down, Dolores and Teresa and the rest of these girls, and nobody would pay attention to you guys anymore. And it ruined the whole night. Is that not true?
Well,
that's not true.
You know what?
That's what I was told. I don't know.
When we
I have
were-
I have a lot of spies in
No,
this.
they're there to see us.
When we were at BravoCon, Joe, Frank, and I opened up BravoCon with a show. We had over 6,500 seats.
You opened the actual whole weekend at BravoCon?
Yes.
That's fantastic.
They did a strip show, these guys.
Oh, that was in Vegas last
Yeah.
year, right?
Yeah.
You got naked, Joe Benigno?
Halfway.
I hope it was the bottom.
No, that would embarrass Frank.
You didn't do that, John, did you?
No, I didn't get asked to.
You
I
didn't
got
get asked to
lucky.
do that. Yeah. See, the last episode I saw, because my wife is an avid watcher, she'll watch it, and you were in some bar, somebody's party or something, and you were fighting with Paul, Dolores' boyfriend.
Yes.
He got mad at you. I saw a couple of minutes of that, and it almost came to fisticuffs. You're not afraid to fight, are you?
No, I'm
Nobody.
Italian. I got a temper,
Right.
especially when I'm being pushed in the wrong direction.
Right. So is all that fixed now? That's all good?
Yeah, me and Paulie are good. We're good people.
Okay, good. Now, for you, Frank.
Yes.
You and Brittany are still on the show, but it seems like not as much as it used to be because, again, Dolores has Paul. But people love you. Like, I can tell you this. I know the softball game was 2 nights ago. Okay?
Yes, it was.
And I know for a fact that they went nuts for you.
Yes.
There was not. They took 1 million. Every girl in the place wanted to take a picture with Frank Catania. Every one of them. Is that not true?
Said it is true. But at the same time, listen, they're there for us. They're there for us. So I go a little bit over and above, and the guys will tell you beyond to make sure that I'm accessible to the fans.
You're great with that.
Always,
Yeah.
all the time. I go into the stands.
But that's really you. Like, for folks that don't know Frank, you're a nice guy.
Thank you, man.
Like, everybody likes you. Except for Dolores. But everybody...
well, for a little while there, when she first got with Paulie, she didn't like me.
No, but everybody really does. You're a likable person.
I try to be.
You're a good guy.
I try to
You
be.
don't get involved in all this. The reason why you guys are always here, and this is your first time, but I like you, but you two guys specifically, is because I like you both because you're real guys. In fact, I say to myself, and it's the same with Evan Goldschneider, what are you doing on that show? But I understand why. Again, it's fun. The wives have a great time. You're making some money. People get to love you. But it's not really in your personality. You'd rather be in your garage right now building stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's what you do. What is your favorite hobby? What do you do, Joe Benigno, when you're not working on the set?
I make new engines for my Harley, and I go riding.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So you ride with a bunch of other bikers? Because I'm good friends with Chuck Zito. He ran the...
Yeah, I know a lot of guys.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
You go on like these rides to Florida and stuff in Key West? And
Tennessee, wherever.
No kidding.
Yeah.
If Margaret says it's okay.
Oh, you have to ask
get
her too.
permission.
Even that, you got to ask her?
Yeah.
No.
No, were you was there a time in your life you were like a big druggie and
No.
never did any of that stuff?
No, I've never, ever in my life done a hard drug.
Is that right?
Never.
A hard drug, so you smoke plenty of weed.
I mean, you're a kid, you smoke weed, but
Not anymore.
No.
Because you can get it for free at Frank's place.
I do, actually.
I tell him all the time.
Right, he's got the best stuff in Jersey.
Yeah.
That's right, Sid.
So you do the holiday stuff. John Fuda, what do you do for fun? What's your hobby?
Honestly, Sid, most the kids take all my time. So the moment I got a minute, I got 3 kids.
You got 3, and they're still pretty young, right?
I got 3 and 1 on the way. We're doing our first.
Wow.
Well, actually, we had a few ultrasounds, but we're doing one day actually.
No, Mazel Tov. Congratulations.
Yeah.
How old's your oldest child again?
17 and a half.
Okay, so that's a pain in the ass. Is that a girl or a boy?
Boy.
Okay, that's fine. It's a
Yeah,
girl.
he's cool. He's cool.
Girls
He's
are
chilling.
brutal. I've got a 20-year-old daughter, and every day she brings me closer to death, just so you know. My
Is that what
15-year-old son, oh, my God, forget about it.
I got-
How old's your oldest daughter?
4. So I got 16 years.
Yeah.
Got time.
Oh, you got lucky, to be honest.
I know he did.
Gabby's a good kid.
Great kid.
You know, she's a veterinarian. She's a hard worker. She doesn't really care about all that nonsense. She had the same boyfriend for a very, very long time. You got lucky. Well, you
did.
got lucky. You guys worked hard.
We did.
Both your kids are great. Frankie and
Thank
Gabby.
you. Thank you very much.
They're both doing well?
Yes, we did. We got lucky. They're doing great.
Oh, good.
They're
Okay.
doing great.
Well, tell me about the dispensary. You were here a couple of months ago when you were about to open, and you had one day, I believe, a Saturday, where you opened one at like 10 o'clock in the morning, had a big party, all you guys were there.
Yes, they were.
And then you went to like the other spot in Union, maybe at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Is that right?
That's correct. We got one in Union. Our dispensary is called that, the dispensary.
Yeah.
All right. So
Took a long time to figure that one out.
I know.
How many hours?
We worked on that. We worked on that hard. I think we paid a marketing company like $50,000 for that.
Sometimes simplest works.
Yeah,
trust
that's what
me.
they
Less
say.
is more.
But
Yeah,
now we have
exactly.
one. We have another one opening up in Saddlebrook, New Jersey, on Route 46.
Your third one?
We have a third one opening up.
Does that
yes.
mean the other two are doing very, very well?
They're doing well?
They're doing well.
They're doing well.
Would you say that they're doing about as well as you thought? They've exceeded expectations? Or
They
not
haven't-
as good.
They haven't done as well as we thought.
But why do you think that's the case?
Because there's so many that have opened since then.
Yeah.
In New Jersey, we have over 100 dispensaries right now.
You
in New
have that
Jersey.
many?
Yeah.
It's becoming like New York City.
New York City's cracking down on the illegals.
Yeah, please. You got 4 on every block.
Yeah, but 768 were shut
I
down
know.
last week.
I know. Politically, that's a big deal in your state too. You have to make sure they're all in line with you, so you can open those things.
Correct.
So you open. So you have one more time. The address is Saddle River.
Nope. We got one in Somerset, New Jersey.
Somerset.
All right, the dispensary. We got the dispensary in Union, New Jersey, and we have our flagship store, the dispensary, opening up in Saddlebrook, New Jersey.
Saddlebrook. Now, are you there?
I try to make sure that I am at each place at least once or twice a
So
week.
if you're a fan of Frank Catania, I could walk into your store and buy a whole bunch of weed and meet you?
Well, they do is a lot of times what they'll do is DM me on Instagram, and when they do that, if they're coming at a certain time, I will make time to go meet
That's
them.
pretty cool, no?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
We have a good time. We have a
Okay,
good.
good.
Do you have your own strand of weed? I never asked you.
Time. We are coming out with my own strand of weed. That's for sure.
Is that true?
Yes, we are.
What are you going to call it?
I can't tell you that yet.
And where do they make that? In Joe's backyard? Yeah.
In his shop next to his motorcycles.
I mean, you got a big enough backyard to grow some of this stuff, no, Joe?
I have a big backyard.
Yes, you do.
Yes,
you
I
should
do.
consider doing some of that type
Nah,
of
I'd
thing.
have to get mortgage permission first.
So why does it seem like Margaret has to give permission to everybody about everything? I know she was very nice to me, very, very sweet. I don't get that impression.
She's the authority on life.
She is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she is very nice.
She's very,
absolutely
very nice.
She's great.
Yeah. She actually had a fight with Dolores this year. That was hard to see.
Not
I
really.
saw that. That was made for TV?
No,
No.
but friends have spats.
Yeah.
So they had a
But
spat,
that one got kind of ugly.
but in 30 seconds it was over.
It was over, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody made a big stink about that.
I don't know why.
But I
Oh, because they've been so close for so many years. I was shocked to see it. I was like, really? This is real?
Right, but you remember, it's television, so
Yeah.
they only show you the fight. They don't show you the makeup, the kisses, the next day when they come over.
Yeah, don't show enough of that.
edited.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And, of course, there was a tinge of anti-Semitism on the show. No surprise. You mess with my friend Jackie Goldschneider. She's one of my best friends. She's Jewish. Don't mess with the Jewish girl on that
No,
show.
you
That was a
can't.
horrible idea. Especially in today's day and age. You don't know?
What? No.
We're looking around.
She was fighting with Jackie had fights with everybody this year.
I don't think that has
With the
anything
wars.
But that's not anti.
I'm
Semantic.
going with that.
Sid
makes it more
Sid
fun.
puts that turn on everything. If you're arguing with him, it's because he's Jewish.
If you're Jewish, that's it.
Right?
Exactly
He
right.
used that term.
Yeah. No,
You don't like my hairdo? It's because I'm Jewish.
or lack of it.
All right.
Well, the whole show right now is Italian, right? Everybody's Italian.
I'm an Italian.
You're all three Italian. Teresa's Italian.
Gorga's Italian.
Well,
yeah.
Jen's not Italian. Jen Aiden's not Italian.
no.
Okay.
Marge is Hungarian.
Who is?
Marge.
She's Hungarian.
Yeah.
Well, you're Italian.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what Bill Aiden is. He's Turkish?
He's Turkish.
Yeah,
You know?
okay.
Paul,
Right.
Paul,
Right.
Paul,
He's Irish.
He's
Right.
Irish.
Right.
Yeah,
Thick brogue.
Yeah, well, we did. I got to be honest. He's like an honorary Italian.
He is?
Yeah, we try to make him one.
How many people do you have to kill to become an honorary Italian?
Can't tell you. The secret.
That's a slow right there. Okay, so when does all this action take place tomorrow at Harry's? And how are there still tickets available? How does all that work?
Yes, there is. On Ticketmaster, you can still get tickets. We have 7 o'clock tomorrow night on Saturday at Harrah's. It is a good time. Not only is it just, fun and laughs, it's also all the guys are on stage when we do a question and answer.
Oh, nice.
Where I got to be honest with you, Sid, and we get hollered at sometimes for this.
Yeah.
There is nothing off limits.
Nothing.
If whatever you want to know about the Real Housewives of New Jersey,
really,
you ask us.
That's where I come in. Apparently, is the Q&A part.
Yes.
Oh, you're doing the Q&A part.
Exactly.
So they get like really nasty, like personal questions, even maybe I don't know.
They
sexual.
Yes.
will.
They
will.
do.
Yeah.
They do.
Really?
Yeah.
And I wanted to mention that we still have tickets available for the military and first responders.
Yep.
We gave our first block out to them, yeah.
No,
Well, you're making, you're doing something nice for them?
Yes, what we did is we put an entire block of tickets aside
That's awesome.
and gave them gratuitously to not only first responders, but also veterans.
Awesome.
Who
We
lived in the
appreciate
area.
it. That's
all,
awesome.
all the time. Strong supporters.
I love that. Well, you guys are great. And again, good luck tomorrow night. And
Thank you.
3 dispensaries is a big deal. I tell all my friends, if you want to buy drugs, go to Frank.
Absolutely.
They've been
And
doing it a long time.
they call me the drug dealer. He's the drug dealer.
That's right. That's funny. But in all seriousness, you guys are all great, and I'm happy for your success. And you're a dear, dear friend of mine. So are you, Joe. And it's nice to meet you. And I wish you and Rachel the best of luck with your 4th child. That's a big deal. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And continued success. Have fun tomorrow night. Another big season coming up. I mean, everything I read on the internet says they're canceling it and the ratings are bad, but that's not true, is it?
Sid, we have no idea. No one here
Nobody knows.
And
No one
nobody
tells.
ideas where we're going at this point.
No one has any idea.
No.
What if Teresa leaves the show? Is it over?
No.
No.
You don't think so?
I don't
The
think
show
so.
continues without her.
The show continues without Teresa?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay.
Listen, Teresa, I'll give it. Teresa is the face of the show. I'm not going to lie.
She's the
about it.
face of the network.
Yeah.
She's the OG.
Teresa's been around.
She turned
She's-
over that table.
Yeah.
That was it.
And she's been through so much in her life.
Yeah.
All right, but New Jersey will continue without her.
All right. There you have it, folks.
If that's the case.
I have no idea. I read all these horrible things on Facebook. I think I know anything. I don't know anything.
I know.
I only talk to you.
That's what you call me for and ask me questions.
That's Frank Catania, John Fuda, Joe Benigno.